V8 blown Kenvini engines. Well, I would say that, wouldn't I? Yeah.
What are they?
They come on Frank.
Blown two V8 engines.
What kind?
Whatever. Kenny, Harry, something like that.
Chevrolet, Ford.
Just V8. They're generic.
Well, while we're waiting, said this man was married to his wife, and he couldn't get along with his mother-in-law at all, you know. And every birthday, they had to give his mother-in-law something. So, you know, he said, you know what? He said, I'm going to give her something this year I know she ain't going to like, but I'm going to give it to her. So he went out, and she got ready, and she opened up a birthday present and looked there and said, one cemetery plot. He'd give her a cemetery plot. Well, the next year, her birthday come around, she looked, and there wasn't no present. And she said, well, I says, you didn't give me nothing this year. You gave me a cemetery plot last year. So the next year come around, she got no present. She finally said, John, you've been married to my wife now for 20-some years. Said, you didn't give me a Christmas present or give me a birthday present in 2 years. He said, well, I gave you one 2 years ago and you hadn't used it yet. Yeah.
That's so wrong.
Oh, man, you got to lay off the mother-in-laws, haven't you?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I done that one a while ago. You talking about running in the nursing home? Huh? Oh, the penguins? Yeah. Said the policeman riding along in Asheboro, North Carolina, and this guy pulled up beside him. He looked in the back seat. There was 3 penguins in the back seat. The policeman said, well, you know what? He said, the penguins are a protected species. He can't be having penguins in the back seat of that car. So the guy took off. He pulled him over. Pulled him over. The guy said, what's the matter? He said, man, said, you got 3 penguins in the back of your car. Said, they are protected species. You cannot be having penguins. He said, well, I'm taking them to the zoo. And the policeman said, well, I reckon that's a good thing. That's where you need to take them. So the guy left, and the policeman went one way, and the man went the other way. Next day, the policeman riding down the road. He pulled up, and there's a man pulled up beside him, had 3 penguins in the back seat, and had sunglasses on. The man finally pulled him over. He said, man, I stopped you yesterday, and you had them 3 penguins. I told you they were protected species, and you were taking them to the zoo. He said, I did. I took them to the zoo, and they enjoyed it so much, I'm going to take them to the beach today. So, yeah. Hey, Bert, we almost went out of bounds on a 65-foot wide track. How about that?
No, you ain't. You know, we cut those tires a few weeks ago. It's hooking better, but you've got to come out of the hole with it hard to make it hook. If you notice the first 100 foot, it just did not want to lift that front end until it got down further on the track. So I've got to hold them brakes harder. I got to figure out how to keep it straight. I don't know what's going on here.
We get a 65-foot track. The bar, if it pulls to the right, let's line it up on the left side. What do you think?
Well, believe it or not, I know I look like I was. I had to get 10 or 15 feet up.
All right, okay, all right. I give him a hard time. Very forward time, baby, in North Carolina. Here we go. Randy Davis out of Tappahannock, Virginia. Now, guys, you watch this. You especially you people down on the finish line. You'll see that front end turn 30 degrees back and forth. How in the world the frame stays together, I do not know. But she will torque it, baby. And I tell you what, he's got to beat 301. If he gets it looping this back, and I believe he can, you're going to see something here. Randy Davis out of Tappahannock, Virginia, been around pulling ever since he was a baby. His daddy used to pull running bear, and he still calls it running bear. This is edition about 5 running bear. Here we go.
nuts.
I know. I wish I'd have my earplugs in for that one.
Can't help.